inshallah on Thursday. Then starting from Sunday, we can have bottle sessions. So 201, 220 in the same day. If that's a lot on you, I can still move with a single session. It's just to make it like earlier for you to finish.
ما فهمت.
Like,
What do you mean double session? I don't get it.
so Thursday we finish 201, inshallah. This Thursday, okay? Now next week you will come. Both sessions will be for 220.
Okay.
Okay, I can still keep it one. Discuss internally, so absolutely fine. Okay.
If we do 2 classes, we finish next week.
The thing is, I want to make some good time for you before the exhibit, so you at least like 2 days off, so you can have possibly enough time to work on this. We can bring you again afterwards for review if you want. But again, it's going to be the material itself done, please. For this course, I need 4 to 5 sessions at most, so that's why I'm trying to put them in one day. I think that will make it faster. That's where we stopped it last time. We were talking about errors and how to handle them properly inside the context of graphical user interface. And we discussed mostly the idea of alerts. These pop-up dialogues that show to you in one of 4 types. If you remember, we had warning, error, information, and confirmation. So what if I want these buttons to be clickable? So once you click any of them, it will not just close the whole scene for you. It will take an action first, and then it will reflect. On the closing action. All right. So we have here a common class that you will see, part of any dialogue or alert. We call it optional. Okay. I just want you to see the big picture. So when I deal, when I have a stage, and inside this stage I have a button. Remember we said we have button pace, remember? And then button inherits from button pace, right? Now here, when dealing with alerts, I'm not dealing with a stage anymore, right? This one can show, as we agreed, but this one can either show or
Hide.
show and wait.
Okay.
Right? Did we speak about it last time?
Yeah. Yes.
Nice. So it's either you wait for the user input or you simply show it for the sake of showing it. Now this one can show also, what do we call it?
Button.
Button type, right? We said this one has button type. Now to help you see the big picture clearly, just like we did with the menu, we said we have menu bar, below it menu, below it menu item, right? This is the class hierarchy. Same exact logic. I have what's called button bar. Below it, I have button type. Below it, I have button data. Okay? So when I see this saying, okay, this is simply my button bar. This here is my button type. This here is my button data. Okay? Make sense? Alright, so keep this now in mind. Now this button data has two well-defined classes. One that says okay done, one that says close cancel. Okay? So okay or done, this is your first button usually. Close or cancel, this is usually my second button. And default usually comes two buttons, right? But I can still increase this if I want. I can add more button types if needed. So the way we deal with them now is not the regular button that we know, right? We are now dealing with a button type. How can I know that this button is actually clicked or not? Here I don't use events. Because again, events are part of stages, right?
المفروض عادي يشتغل في الايفنت انه كذا از سيلكتد ولا از نفس الايفنت يعني
Okay.
تضغطين البوتن بعدين
We tried,
انا جربت
give it a try. You did work?
لا ما جربت شوف
Give it a try. Okay. You get a +1 for this.
خلاص
If you made it work. Fine. Okay. Now we have, that's how we fire an event for it. Okay? So we say, I'm having a class that this button paste, sorry, not the button paste, but this button bar actually reports to, which is optional. Why do we call it optional? Because again, it's not necessarily the case that you need this button type to be added. You can either depend on the default ones or optionally add additional ones if needed. So every new one you have is simply an optional button, not necessarily part of the implementation. So here I'm having the optional button, the optional class, sorry, and it does accept here button type as the key class type you receive. So my action is going to be what? Show and wait, right? Wait for what? For the user action, exactly. Now this user action is what I want to save here as my result object.
يعني استخدمها هنا method ما استخدمها
Yeah, built-in method. Yes, built-in method. It's coming next. We're gonna see it now. Yes.
طب دائما استخدم بدال الايفنت الاشياء ثانيه استخدم built-in method صح؟ ما اقدر اجرب
Okay, so again, you're talking about whole different hierarchies. Okay? So when I talk about stage, button, button paste, button, that's an entire package taking care of your graphical user interface. But there is a whole class built in taking care of dialogues and alerts.
Okay.
And it has its own separate methods.
So
Okay?
show and wait under alert.
Show and wait is under alert and dialogues. Yes. Stage has show. And show is common between both, right? Right. Now you are going to use one very nice method here, very simple. We call it get. Result.get, okay? So this result is your object from the previous statement. Just double check, what do you get? Do you get a button type saying okay? Do you get a button type saying cancel? Okay? Now you take the action accordingly. How can I add now a new button? So I have this scenario. Default was what? Okay and cancel. Did I add any additional one?
No, you just rename it.
So I just rename it, right? But again, this one is built in already, so I cannot really change. But I can create new one and say, okay, it's gonna be active in replacement to the okay button. Okay? I can create also a new one here and say, okay, it's gonna be active in replacement to my cancel button. So action-wise, same. Yes. But still, I can customize the action if I want, which we will see next. But for now, I'm depending on the same two placeholders, and each of them will just take care of the same exact action. How to do it?
But what do you mean here by button okay done?
I'll explain it, yes. Okay, perfect. Now we agreed that we're creating a new object of type, button type, right? What do you pass it? The type, the text here that you will type, right?
Yeah.
So this is cool, this is Billy, right? Now the cool button is replacing which button for you?
Okay.
The okay button, right? How do you access the OK button?
From the data
Give me the whole hierarchy.
bar, then the
Bar,
type,
type,
then
that.
data.
So here, since you're already saving in button type, it goes into button bar and then
data.
the button data directly. Yes?
But why done?
This is the name of it. So it's either OK or done. They mean the same. The other one, it means cancel or close.
عادي إذا بدون done.
Yes, actually you can just say OK. OK alone is OK. Done alone is also OK. Cancel alone is also accepted. Close alone is also accepted. But no, that's the common term. But you can apply it even with the OK. That works. Okay. Now the second one the same. We just use really in replacement to cancel close. Okay. Type. What's your alert type? Who can tell me?
confirmation.
How did you know?
شفتها
No.
لأنه في two buttons.
لا الايكون ديفولت.
Two buttons. Okay, that's one sign.
لا بس من الايكون نقدر نعرف
From the
يمكن
icon.
الاكس.
So if this was this, it means
information.
if it was
Error.
error.
if it was this
Alert.
warning.
Warning.
All of them are alerts.
Yeah.
All are alerts. Okay. Like comes the question to you: can I possibly
أنا
customize my alerts? That's the same idea, no change, but I'm just putting the action and the handler in one place. So this is my alert. It has no header. We agreed if there's no header, it shows usually on left, right? Now I have two things. I need to add these three buttons, okay? So I'm gonna have one array taking care of the buttons, one array taking care of the words. Then, using a loop, I'm going to attach this here, I'll attach this here, I'll attach this here, okay? So how would that work? I have string, button names, that's taking care of excellent, good, and poor, and the other, I call it buttons, which is of total length 3, okay? So 3 button types, and 3
مش
words.
على حسب الاندكس صح؟
Exactly.
0 1
0, 1, and 2, exactly. So using the loop, I'm just gonna take my button name, add it to my button. So 0 will be assigned 0, 1 will be assigned 1, 2 will be assigned 2.
But why we didn't do like this in the previous example?
You can, yes. Again, like when things exceed 2, you need to have like automated way to do it, because otherwise you'll have to redo it yourself manually. But 2 and you can handle manually. Because again, if you want to do it as well for the previous example, that would work. Yes. Yes. Yes.
دكتورة عندي سؤال. هلا بقدر أعمل أحذف السطر تبع الأري تبع النيم وأحط مثلا button index 0 equal excellent button يعني أكيد ما حيكون عندنا 10 button فماني أسهل من هيك.
Your choice. We look for efficiency. By the way,
هاي أبطأ.
complexity wise.
هاي ON تبعي ON.
بس at the very end it's still ON.
يعني قصدي ما حيكون 20 زر أو هيك يعني كلهم 3.
I mean if you run 10 statements, each of them is O1. You have ON which is O10. It's the same.
صح.
If you think
بس ما
about
حتكون
it.
10 زرار. في شيء 10 زرار ما في.
Right. Now we try to capture which of them is actually chosen. So again, do the same, show and wait, save it into your optional class, and then double check. Am I getting button 0 response, or button 1 response, or button 2 response? And each will have its equivalent action.
Here you said here you said if it's we didn't specify by default this icon will appear.
If I don't specify,
Set header text up set header text.
إنه صارت على اليسار لأنه null.
here, okay, this part. So if I set the header to be null, the icon moves to left, yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll use.
But the default, you have 2 sections, like this, right? This is where the icon shows. Here, this is the header, this is the content part. And based on the time you have here, the button or the 2 buttons.
So this is the default.
This is default, yes.
If we set it to none, left.
Yes. Okay. إذا I brought you مثلا this بالexam and I asked you what type is this alert. Can you tell? You can tell now? You can tell later? Is that recorded? Like this is how it goes actually. So excellent goes for great, good goes for nice, and poor goes for sorry. Now I can still have multiple types. So I have here multiple types of dialogues. Now we will start talking about the word dialogue. How different is dialogue from alert? Who can tell me? Dialogue and alert.
عندي أشياء زيادة يعني كثير.
You can
Customize.
customize, right? So if I look into that model, for example, I can provide combo box, right? This one has text field, right? This one has additional feature, we call it expandable feature.
لا دقيقة مو هذا كومبو بوكس.
Nice. Combo box?
كأنه كومبو.
No, okay, so this is the show details that opens for you. I'll show it to you in
بس
action.
كذا يكبرها.
Yeah, like you see it a lot in installing any new software. Usually it shows you the packages progress, like what goes right, what goes wrong. But I'll show it to you now in a while. So it is like a hidden content, and if you try pressing this button, it expands the entire dialogue size in double.
مثل ما تكبسي على السورس كود بنوت بينز بتطلع كل الملفات تحت.
Yes, exactly. And this is the color grid exactly. So we call this color dialogue. This one is a confirmation with an input from the user. Okay. Actually, if you try saving any file with a given password, and you try to enter this password here, this is actually a text input dialogue. Okay. Right. What else? This is the file picker, file chooser, and this can be of two types, either open or
Hidden.
save. Yeah? So you can open a file or you can save a file, right? So how different are these two windows? Anyone knows? They're different in two things also.
I guess open you have to go wait.
You will see here a button saying open
Yeah.
or
وفي تحت
save.
لا
هيك كان بيقول.
open بيكون في زي عن show details هيك في this thingy this the arrow down for open دايما.
بيكون في options.
لا بيكون open ونفسها when you في جنبها هيك هون small thingy بنفس الزر.
Interesting.
I guess.
I can't see what you mean. For example, I try to go with this. Save, let's say. You're talking about save or open?
Open. أيوة.
This one?
Next the open itself.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. I never paid attention for this.
حتى
Very
لما
Okay. طيب, this is one window. Just see this, okay? Observe it. Tell me. Yes.
I guess it opens it show you the file that with the same مثلا JPG, PNG, so
Here,
on.
open.
بس save لا it just show you كل الفايلز الموجودين this file.
Nice. Okay. Like, for the save, you have more options to save the file.
Yes.
Exactly. So, maybe
file.
not here.
save and start.
مثلا not with the PowerPoint. Text field, text down. Not up inside. File, save as. Yeah, this one, for example, it shows more. See this? Save as type. So you can support all possible file types, or you can make it limited to a given extension. So this can be limited, for example, to accepting a PDF format, or picture format in PNG or JPG. And so
ليه بس حاط اثنين options؟
that's your own choice.
Okay.
That's your own choice. Based on the application itself, you might see hundreds, like VS Code.
كان بيقول.
VS Code, you will see HTML, Java, Python, all possible types of coding. Yeah. How we will learn also how to make these filters in a while. But we now know that we are having two types for file chooser. Okay. Let me show you this in action. Okay. So I had here, that's the first type, we call it
Error.
details dialogue. Like, to clarify this point, because I know you spot it. So we have 4 types of alerts, right? Which are warning, error,
Confirmation.
confirmation, and information. Let's put this in one category. And on the other side, I will put details, color, file, text input,
combo box.
was it combo box, choice dialogue, choice dialogue,
File chooser أو هيك شيء.
files there, user login, we have login. Anyway, so other types, okay? Now you can choose to make it error and choice. You can choose to make it error and file. You can choose to make it, I don't know, information and details. Okay, so you pick anyone from here plus anyone from here.
Just
Okay.
one.
Just one. It can't be information and confirmation at the same time. So within the same class, you cannot make multiple choices.
اللي على اليمين اسمه شو قلنا؟ ديالوج.
This is dialogue.
بس أنا ما بقدر أعمل ديالوج من غير أليرت.
You can.
إنه من غير أي تايب بنعمله
You
أي
can
customize صح.
each and everything. You will
Okay.
see this in a while.
بس هذا يكون يعني أشياء عادية اللي خلينا
دي الحاجات اللي built in, exactly. Okay. So this is there, functionality is there. I mean, I don't, for example, implement this as a functionality. So I don't implement this or this or this. Comes in the core of the implementation, right? Like,
by default يعني.
that's default, exactly. Like, let me refresh your memory back of the grid pane. Remember?
Yes.
So I'm creating here my alert of type error, right? And I'm using here
Set title.
set title, I'm using set header text, and I have a label and a text area, just like these two, right? And I do create here a grid pane. The grid pane is going to take care of building this part. Okay?
بس هذا أبدا مو جريد بين.
How come? You tell me.
بلا في اندكس.
How many row?
3 1
Two.
شو؟
Wait.
Row.
رو one.
إيه 1
Horizontal. Huh?
One.
Two.
وكارم one.
Two, yeah.
That's the first row.
Ah,
That's the
okay.
second row. Huh? This is how many column?
One.
Right?
Zero, zero عندك.
What?
إيه 0 يعني 1 يعني.
أيوة.
2 in 1, right?
Okay.
Like, so give me the index of the first one.
Zero.
Zero, zero.
0, 0. Second one,
Zero,
0, 1.
0, 1. Nice. Like, let me make it harder on you. I'm gonna customize it to make a login page.
فيتغير. أوكي. الحين عرفت. الحين جريد بين. أوكي.
I'll make it very tricky for you now. You check.
Two columns.
So it's gonna show this.
Two columns.
It can't be vertical also.
You know what? No, without. Wait, hold on. I'll make it this way, okay? Then these are 2 buttons.
3 columns.
إيه three.
0,
3
1.
columns.
3 row.
So this is what?
لا columns. This is a row.
This is a row.
إيه 3 rows 2 column.
How many row?
3
How
يعني
many
0
columns?
2
No, 6 rows.
0 and 1.
لا بس اللي فوق
like 0 1 ايه
احنا ما we're not talking about how the first two هدول.
بس اللي رسمتهم
أنا I'm counting the
لا
ones.
just the one that she drew.
0, 1.
0 1 2 3 0 1
Here.
لا
3 rows, 2.
احنا we were counting.
لا لا لا, ignore this. Ignore this. This is the new one.
Yeah.
This is the new one. Yeah, this is your own grid paint.
Okay, so the
3 rows, 2 columns.
2.
Column.
2
كلهم
columns.
3 3
1, yeah.
2 by 3.
عشان تحت في 2 مقسومين
Thank you.
What?
See this?
أيوة.
So here you can make it actually in two ways. You
بس
can
انا
make it
جمعتهم
two.
بواحد
checkbook
Because I asked you for a single pane, which is grid
Double
pane. You
group.
have to make it 3 columns, 3 rows. And then you choose these two to take the span of 2 columns. And the last one will take default 2 columns.
what's the answer?
That's 3 by 3. But if I ask you, you can use more than one pane, then you can depend on 2 columns. And this row, you will have a horizontal box.
بس هذا
You can add it to
هذا
it.
اليمين اكثر صح؟
Yes, now you start from column 1. And you place it here, and give me the index. Give me the index of each now. You tell me. This one is
0 0
0, 0. This one is
1 0
0 1 0
1
0,
0
1, exactly.
like row column
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 row
row.
for grid paint.
Grid paint, column row. Yeah, okay.
0
So this one is,
1 0
this is 1, 0, span, column, 2, right? This is what?
2 1 1
1, 1, again, span column, 2. So it takes 2 columns. Now this one, sorry. 1, 2, this one.
2 2
Doctor, how's it in 2 columns? I don't get it.
Let me show it to you.
عرفتها باكسل
Yeah,
يا بالاكسل إيه. الحين
like when I have
Because you increase the size.
table, exactly. Let me add a table like this. Okay? I can come here and say these two are merging. So it acts like a single cell.
Yeah,
But these two are still split.
yeah.
Right? So it's the same
So it's spanning 2 columns.
Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Make sense?
Yes.
So that's what we have here. We customized our grid pane. Then we pushed our grid pane inside our alert using get dialog pane, which is a new type of pane now. Right?
dialogue
So you can add it to all the previous list of panes. And we have one method that's called set expandable content. There is another one actually under the same pane, which is set content. So set content doesn't use the arrow to show and hide. Because set expandable content will make it possibly shrinking or like collapsing or expanding.
هذه هي نفسها الجريد بين الدايلوج بين زي الجريد بين
انه كلهم بين
كلها جريد صح؟
I don't understand.
يعني اقصد ان هذا هو نفس الجريد بين
This one?
ايه الدايلوج بين هو جريد بين الحين شرحناه صح؟ هذا ايش جريد بين
Okay, dialogue pane هي one way of arranging any dialogue.
ما
So how would you place items inside your dialogue? Mostly in the content part. Remember we said any dialogue is split into header and content, right? So this content could be either grid pane, could be VBox, could be anything you want. By the way, we can still implement a VBox, right? And you can still play with the size of each item. You can remember how do we resize the text area?
يعني انا حطيت
So,
الجريد بين
pref-
بالدايلوج بين
Yes. Now your grid pane is inside the dialogue pane, exactly. How would I resize the text area?
Set pref with set pref height.
يلا يا شادي.
What's the question?
Set
Pref with
three-thirds
ايه عرفتها
size
oh, so
أو width.
yeah.
with
Height.
height
But size
False. Okay. So choice dialog, same idea, no change. We use choice dialog here. We pass it here the two options, Apple Apple is the default one. Options is a whole array that holds 3 different values. Yes? طيب سؤال سيما, you tell me. So in the previous chapter, we've seen how to extract the value from a choice or a combo box.
Yeah.
Right? How did we do it?
Get selected item. No, get item.
Combo box.
Get item.
Get
Value.
value. Excellent. طيب. Are we dealing here with a stage or alert?
Alert.
I mean, we still agreed that dialogues and alerts are mostly the same type. So like if you look into window, comes below with what? Stage, alert, dialogue. With all types, with all possible types. Yeah, that's why we said, if you remember, we have window, event.
اللي فيها الستيج والاليرت
اللي فيها الشو اللي فيها الكلوز اللي فيها الاكزit
And
all of
alert
this.
with them. يعني
Yeah,
so
sure,
window
exactly.
have 4 or 3 attributes.
Window?
Yeah.
What do you mean attributes?
يعني lies under them like
X,
stage.
Y, width, height. Is that what you meant?
No, like stage. What stage alert dialog? Isn't them or
These are different class types. So stage we know it,
yes,
right?
of course, yeah.
So stage inherits from
Yeah.
window.
Okay.
Alert also inherits from window. That's why they all have show. Do you see now object-oriented one? Inheritance. Yeah? So they all have show, but this one has show and wait, which is extra but not here, right? And so on. So that's the logic behind. Right. Now, since I'm here, I'm not using get value anymore. Get value is here, dealing with the combo box, right? But here, I'm using one thing for all, which is get. Okay? Get. Only get. Right. So here, I'm extracting the input from this dialog. I will check if there is an input or not. And if that's the case, I'm printing this input using result.get. Make sense? So again, if this holds get value, this will not be true. If this was get text, will not be true.
Yeah. It's good. It's a 2-part question.
حد يسجل لها بكيس.
لا لا.
Like, okay. Text input dialog, same idea. Okay, I have here text input. So I'm trying to take the user input here. I'm trying to put here a default word which is, what did it say? So this is text input dialog. Right, I'll ask you a question. What plus one? I have here. I have here a text field, a text input field, dialog. Okay. That's username, password. I have a database. Inside this database, I have one user that I call Huda123 username password. Then I'm trying to test my application. So I will say I'm entering here Huda123.
يضبط
يظبط.
وأول مرة يضبط
How would the system know that this is the one?
من الفايل.
يلا, give me the code behind.
عندك فايل كذا محفوظ هذا بفايل
This one, yes, let's assume it's
فايل
there.
لحاله اوكي
I'll call this original username. I'll call this original password.
It will return.
I think it will go inside the loop inside it. You do
Yes.
generate
get text مدري شو.
if result that gets equals to original username loop.
Yes.
Like, I need to double check if there is an input first or not. Because I may just press the login button without any